Welcome back everyone, and welcome to the last Shop My Stash. So my Shop My Stash series I started in January. Every single month I go through my makeup bag. I talk about the products that I've been trying out the last month, and then I also go through my makeup collection and I choose out what I want in my on-the-go makeup bag for the following month. So today I'm going to be talking about everything I picked out for June. I'm also going to be picking out my products for July, but like I mentioned in last month's Shop My Stash video, I'm actually in the process of moving. So the majority of my apartment is entirely packed up as of right now. I've been trying to keep my filming room somewhat together until I have finished all of my videos, and I thought it would be very fitting to film the last one here as a Shop My Stash because I've had so much fun with this series. I really want to keep the series going, but at the time that I'm filming, I do not have a new filming space set up, and I'm not really sure when I will be. So I'm a little unclear where I will be filming my next few videos, but I am getting ready for a lot of travel and a lot of international travel. So I do have that coming up. I definitely want to share some travel vlogs, some travel makeup bags, some get ready with me videos, some shop with me videos in other countries, testing makeup in other countries. If you have any suggestions, please definitely let me know. So we're getting ready to say goodbye to this apartment, goodbye to this filming space and this beauty room. So it's a little bit overwhelming, but again, I thought it would just be really fitting to have the last video filmed here, be my Shop My Stash. I appreciate your support so much on this series. It's really been so fun for me because it's been a way to try new makeup products, to try what's already in my collection, to pan products, to use products up. And you'll see in this video that I think I did a pretty good job from last month's as well. But that being said, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to keep the series going forward. I hope to be able to. I will be traveling at the end of July, well into August. So this will be kind of my makeup bag for July/August, potentially even some of my international travel plans. And so I'm really excited to get into it, and I'm excited to share with you in the future, you know, what it is that I get up to and all the adventures I get to take and places that I get to see. So thank you so much for your continued support. You know, I'll definitely still have videos coming, just will see me in a new space, maybe a new city, a new country when I come to you in my future videos. But I do want to share with you one last time in this apartment how I shop my stash. Alrighty, so first up I'm going to go through the bag that I picked out for the month of June, and I am filming on my floor on a carpet that is literally just staying here so I can film this video. My apartment is basically almost completely moved out of, but I wanted to get in one last Shop My Stash before everything is officially out of here, so please don't mind the background for this video. This is the best I can do for this one, but I have some exciting updates, so I really did want to share this for June. So jumping into it, okay, I did in my last Shop My Stash video, I initially had picked out the Morphe setting spray, and then I said in a the next Get Ready With Me that I did that I changed my mind and went with the one size setting spray because I was like, this actually makes more sense for the really hot weather. So I live in Las Vegas, and I mean, it's been, you know, 107, 113. It's been really, really warm. And so I just feel like the On Till Dawn Mattifying Waterproof Setting Spray, this is one of the best setting sprays, and I'm not a setting spray girl. So this is one of the best ones that I've tried that really keeps your makeup on and also keeps you matte. I share the story of when I first started wearing this one. I thought that my skin type had changed from combo to dry. But this one really helps hold your makeup on, honestly. Honestly, I don't have that much left. This is just the mini, but minis are great to travel with, and I have a bunch of travel coming up, especially to warm climates. I am going to India, Bali, and Hawaii coming up, so that setting spray will be coming with me. Honestly, if I run out of it, I will repurchase that one. A product that I honestly didn't use a ton, this is from Rhode. This is the Glazing Milk. I've said time and time again, I'm not a great skin prepper. Honestly, during this time, especially because I walk so much and I walk outside so much, I'm really just trying to put SPF on my skin. So a lot of times when I go to do my makeup, like I'm putting SPF on, and then I don't really like the feeling of SPF followed by a Glazing Milk, followed by, you know, my skin tint or whatever it is. It just feels like way too much on me. So every now and again, I remember to use the Rhode, but I still have a pretty decent amount left in here. This one was the 2.2 fluid ounce. It's a nice product. It makes my skin look good, but I just don't like piling a bunch of stuff on my skin. It doesn't feel the best to me. I had a couple different products from Benefit. Was this video sponsored by Benefit? I mean, it wasn't, because would have told you that, but I had a few products in here. One was the Professional powder. I really like this powder from Benefit. I think that this is a great one. I'm a powder girly, but I'm also particular about my powders. I won't go back to ones that I don't think are good, but this one from Benefit is quite nice. I don't know if I will keep it in my bag just because with so much travel coming up, what I'm picking out for July, I want to be very travel friendly, but I might keep, I'm gonna think about that one. I'm gonna think about that one. Also from Benefit, I had their cream bronzer. This one is the Hula Wave. So their cream bronzer. Now I liked this one, but I didn't love it. Not a huge cream bronzer girl. I usually stick with my powder bronzers, but this was a newer one and I wanted to try it out. I thought it was good, but again, wasn't a favorite of mine, especially because I tried another cream bronzer that I really love, and I've continued to love my Sephora powder bronzer, but it was a nice option. I have the shade medium. And then also from Benefit, I did use up my little Fan Fest mascara. So this was a mini that I had in the Lash Stash To Go set that I purchased from Sephora. So this is a nice mascara. It's not an absolute favorite of mine because I do get a little bit of transfer with it, but it does make the lashes a little bit more voluminous. But that one is empty. So usually with my Shop My Stash, I try to get rid of my mascaras. That's kind of like my way of being able to turn them over. And then I think just one last product from Benefit, but this was their Gimme Brow Volumizing Pencil. And this one I really liked. I didn't think I was going to be as much of a fan of it, but you can see that I've sharpened it quite a bit. I wear the shade 2.5 medium in the Benefit products. You have the spoolie on the other side, and it's just a nice pencil. It's pretty easy to use. It definitely makes my my brows look fuller, which I really did appreciate. And again, I thought it was easy to use. I really like this one. I thought that was a good one. Another brow product I had in here, I think just my other brow product maybe, is from Lawless. I don't know why, I always lose like one cap. I don't know what that's about. But I really like the Lawless brow pencil. This one is in the shade Oak. I really just want to use this one up. I just need to use that one up. But I've been loving the Lawless. I've actually repurchased that one. So I think that is a really nice option as well. I always have my Solawave in here. I love to travel with my Solawave, but this is my red light device that I use. I'm a big fan of this. It's very travel friendly, very easy to use. It has its own traveling case. Honestly, I usually just throw it in there, and every time that I use it, I take a little like makeup like pad and clean it off that way. Okay, another mascara I had in here that I used up. This is from Rare Beauty. This is one of my favorite mascaras. I go through this literally all the time, and I already have another one on standby. So this is just a favorite. I've repurchased it several times. I don't think I can talk about the Rare mascara enough. Like, I love it. I also had in here from Wet n Wild. This is their Big Papa. Wow, she's really gone through a lot this month. But again, this one pretty much empty. It was pretty dry when I was using it the last few times. This one really helps, again, to make the lashes a lot more voluminous. So that's a nice option, but putting that into my empties bin, which honestly I don't even know if I'll do an empties video. Yeah, I don't know about that. If you really want to see an empties, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just toss everything as I get ready to leave this apartment. And then my last mascara that I had in here is from Armani, and this was their Vertigo mascara. This was really nice. I wish it wasn't so expensive because I would love to repurchase it, but it is a pretty pricey mascara. There we go. So this is the Vertigo mascara. This really like stretches the lashes for sure. So it definitely gives a lot of lengthening to them. I didn't get any transfer with this one. So this was a really nice mascara option. If you're more into like high-end or luxury mascaras, I think that would be a good one for you. Alrighty, so let's keep going. So I have the Natasha Denona concealer in here. I've just been trying to finish off this concealer. I have the shade M4. I'm getting pretty close. I can tell each time I take it out, there's like a little bit less and less on here. I don't know if I really want to take this for my travels though, because I am afraid I'm going to run out, especially because I'm gone for like 3 weeks. So do I want to take the risk of it running out? Ooh, I gotta think about that one. I did also have my other concealer in here. It was from Kulfi. So I'm gonna keep in my makeup bag for next time as well. I really like the Kulfi concealer. I've been talking about this one a lot. I have this shade Cocoa Crush. It's a little bit thicker. So the Natasha Denona is a serum concealer, and it's very thin, lightweight, a little bit more liquidy. And then the Kulfi has a little bit more oomph to it without being, like it's not super heavy on the under eyes. So I've been a big fan of the one from Kulfi. I will talk about my eyeshadow palettes because I'm really not sure if I want to take much for palettes when I go on my trip, because I'm really like, you know, I get worried about things breaking. If you want to see a video of how I pack or pack my makeup, especially for such long trips, definitely let me know. I could do those. But for my eyeshadow palettes, I chose out the Sigma Spectrum, and this palette is so great. It's a little bit larger than what I typically prefer, but I loved having all of the brown mattes in here, and I love like we have like the row of shimmers as well. This was so handy if I just wanted something quick, simple, something in my crease, a lower lash line, anything like that. So the Sigma Spectrum, I've always loved the Sigma eyeshadows. My code with them is Samantha. And then for my little colorful option over here, I had from Singe Beauty, this is their Agate Temptation palette. I mentioned both these palettes in my Best of Beauty video for 2025, my mid-year favorites. This one is so pretty. I really love the shadows in here that are more like one and done shades, like quartz, silica, gilded, even crystallized, translucent, basically just all the shimmers in here I use as one and dones. And I think they're great. I also love this orange, really pretty to pair with fire. This is such a pretty palette. I love the colorful option, so been a big fan of that one. And then I also had in here from Urban Decay. This is their liquid eyeshadow in Space Cowboy. This I like and I use a lot, especially as I have been really in the process of moving and haven't really wanted to take my palettes like back and forth and back and forth. I've been really relying on the Urban Decay Space Cowboy. I will say when I first apply it, I don't think it has a ton of oomph, but over time, like after it dries down, then it looks really pretty. I would also recommend to kind of open it up a little bit, hold it like this, shake it, and then that way you get more product on the applicator because it's a, you know, a little bit different of an applicator. So wait a little bit, it'll dry down, it'll get really shimmery. I don't have issues with it creasing, but to be honest, that's just not an issue that I really have anyways with a lot of eyeshadows. This is like good, like I just need like something quick, but if I want to have like a little bit more, and then I tend to find myself like wanting to add like another topper on top. This is my dirty sponge. Wow, she needs to be cleaned. We will be doing that. Okay, and then let me see. So yeah, so Urban Decay is like, okay, I don't think it's a favorite of mine, but it's one that I will still like continue to use. My complexion products, I have my skin tints, the Milani skin tint, and also the Colourpop. The Colourpop is definitely my favorite, and I said I wanted to see how much I can use up this summer. So this is my progress on it right now. I have the shade Light 8, which honestly is getting a little bit tricky to shade match me at the moment. But I'm still really loving this one. It's a very natural finish. It's a more hydrating foundation balm. My discount code Colourpop is MARCHBEAUTY. And then for Milani, the Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Skin Tint. Again, both of these were mentioned in my favorites as well. This one is in the shade 7. This is more of a soft matte finish, but still nice and natural as well. The Colourpop I'll probably keep in here, but I do have a new complexion product that I posted a little short form video and I titled it and said throwing out all my skin tints because I found like my go-to product for the summer. So you'll see that when I pick out my products for next month. Okay, so we have some lip products in here. What else? Oh, of course my Kokie Eyeliner. Look at this. Okay, Prime Day is coming up for Amazon. If you want to see a Prime video, let me know. If you want beauty, fashion, around the home, travel, anything like that. But look at my little Kokie eyeliner. She's so, I don't know, I need to get another one. Before I leave on my trips, like I have to get another Kokie eyeliner because this is my go-to. It's like $10. I feel like I say a different price in every video. I'm like, it's $7, it's $10, it's $12, but it's more affordable and it's my favorite black liner. It's so creamy, it stays. I think that it's a fantastic. Okay, some more complexion products. So going back to bronzers, like I mentioned, okay, this cream bronzer stick from Morphe, I have been so impressed with. Like I said earlier, I'm not a big cream bronzer girl, and I was like, yeah, you know, like I got it in PR, I'll give it a try. My shade is Sudden Heat. This is so nice. It's so easy to use. It's such like a travel-friendly, on-the-go bronzer stick. This will be sticking in my makeup bag for the month of July and my travels as well. This is so nice. It's very easy to blend out, very natural. I've actually been very impressed with that one from Morphe. And then I'm gonna continue to have my Sephora bronzer in here. I am trying to pan this one. No pan yet, maybe in July. Maybe in July we'll get some pan on this one. Sometimes I use this on its own. Sometimes I use the Morphe bronzer and then top it with this one if I'm like gonna be gone longer or anything like that. But this powder bronzer is fantastic. Was also mentioned in my Best of Beauty 2025. And I've also been talking, I did a whole video on basic blushes, so like my favorite colorful blushes. And I said for summer, I've really been loving bright blushes, like neutral eye makeup, you know, kind of no makeup, skin tint, the product I'm going to show you next, and then colorful blushes. So these are two that I grabbed out from Rare Beauty. This is their Bouncy Blush in Grateful. It's stunning. It's like a watermelon red, but it's not too like, it's not too poppy on the cheeks. I was gonna say aggressive. I feel like that's not the right word, but it's just, it's beautiful and it's bright without being too like, I don't look like a clown or anything like that. It's so pretty, especially if you're going for like kind of a sunburnt look. Honestly, I'll probably end up keeping that one. I have a new favorite blush though. If you've seen any of my shorts, you probably know what it is, but that will also be going in my July makeup bag. So I probably won't be taking the Tower 28 with me, but this is the Tower 28 Felice Fresca, this beautiful bright pink. So pretty. But the Tower 28 matte powder blushes are also very nice. And then I also have my little Morphe powder in here. This is the little travel size, so I will be keeping this in my makeup bag as well. So for fragrance, I know I had the Sol de Janeiro in here, the travel size of that one. Still really like that one. I think that it's great. I should have my 5 fragrances for summer. That has already gone up on my channel as well. So if you haven't seen that, I highly recommend that you check it out. And so I talk over 5 of my favorites, and there might be some surprises in there because all of a sudden I'm a fruity girl. I don't know what happened. But the Sol de Janeiro is still nice. And then I did have the Ellis Brooklyn Guava. That one I'm still loving. You know, watch my fragrance video. Still loving that one. And then I did also have the Phlur Father Figure, which this is the one that's still made it into here. So I'm about halfway done with this one. So for my fragrances for travel, you know, I really only want to take the travel sizes. Okay, I'll have to think about that. I have to think about that and what I want to do fragrance wise. Okay, and then lastly, just finishing it off with the lips. So for my lip liners, got something crazy to show you, but okay, I think I had 4 lip liners. Look at my Charlotte Tilbury Love Trap. What is this? What's happened to her? I lost this end because I kept putting the cap on the bottom to try to help me like have a little bit of space, and then I just ended up losing it. It's really dried out anyways. The cap is in here, it fell off, but it's pretty dried out anyways. But my little Love Trap, this was her farewell tour, and she is done. Love my Love Trap. Honestly, I'll probably repurchase it. I just recently repurchased the Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude, so maybe when I start running out of that, I'll repurchase Love Trap, but I've loved Love Trap for a very long time. Also in here, I have the Fenty Beauty. This one is in Thugs Blush 2. So this is a beautiful, like rosy pink. Big fan of the Fenty. I have no idea what I'm gonna do for lips. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I wore the most of Natasha Denona Dana. Sharpened this several times. I love the brown. A lot of times I was just putting this all over my lips and good to go. All 4 of these lip liners are extremely long wearing. And all 4 I can wear on their own as well. But Dana, especially because I was doing some more like clear glosses, like the Huda Beauty clear gloss, I've been really using that one a lot, and I just think it matched with the brown, was like a vibe. And then also a favorite of mine from Freck, this is the 03. I definitely want to have a lip liner in my makeup bag that I don't have to sharpen, even though I always travel with a sharpener, but it's like if I just have it in my purse or I just need something really quick. Ooh, how are my veins for my nurses out there? I always get comments on that. But so Freck 03, again, I just repurchased this one. It's a favorite, so I'm sure that will be going in my travel bag. I also have my glosses that I did with Ofra Cosmetics. The 2 in here are Chapter, which is the mauve, and then Next, which is kind of that milky, shimmery shade. So obviously still love those. Those are still available on the Ofra website. My discount code with them is Samantha. Oh, I did wear the Natasha Gloss a lot. That's what I also paired with the Dana, not just the Huda Beauty, but the Golden Glimmer Gloss from Natasha Denona. So this is kind of like a clear gold sparkly. It is a plumping gloss. Honestly, I can smell it more than I can feel it. Like it has that kind of like pepperminty scent type of situation going on, but this one's really pretty too. I found, like, I unearthed this somewhere and I was so excited to find it. So definitely wore that a lot with Dana. Bare Minerals came out with new lip oils, so I put the shade Charm in here. I think that these are okay, not an absolute favorite, but these were nice. So I wore Charm a couple of times. Thought that was pretty. This was a new one. This is the Valentino. I'm actually trying this out right now, so that doesn't need to still be in there. Oh my gosh, I just washed this sponge recently and I did a video of like, can you guess what the color is? Because it was so dirty. And now it's all dirty again. Okay. We will be washing that as well. If you know me, you know I love to wash my brushes. The last lip product that I have is a Fenty Beauty, and this is the Fussy shade, and this is such a beautiful mauve. I love to pair it with the Fenty lip liner, of course. And I actually got some uses out of this one because I put it in May's bag and then I didn't use it one time. I actually got some uses out of it this month and it is just as pretty as I remember. And then I also have my brushes in here that I grab out. So what I do is I take all of these and I put them in my wash pile and then I pick out some new ones. But those are everything that I chose out for the month of June, my thoughts on them, my progress on them, and let me figure out what I am packing for July. Oh. All right, I got my little shopping basket out. This is what I like to use for my Shop My Stash. So I'm just going to go ahead and add in there what I was going to carry over from my bag. So I have the Sephora Bronzer, the Bare Beauty Blush. I have the One Size Setting Spray, Morphe Powder, Kokie Concealer, my Colourpop Foundation stick, my Morphe Cream Bronzer stick. I have my glosses that I did with Ofra, Freck 03, the Solawave, and my Kokie Eyeliner. Okay, and then these are my sponges that need to get washed. Okay, that's everything that I know for sure. And let me move you over. I'm gonna go into my drawers in my vanity where I keep the new makeup that I've recently received. So first up, I'm gonna take you into my complexion drawer because like I was mentioning, I got some good products. And this to me is like my everything at this moment. This is from Bare Minerals. It's their Complexion Rescue All Over Luminizer. It has SPF 20 in it, which is great, but I do also just wear a sunscreen in general. This is quite shocking to me. I used this in a recent Get Ready With Me and I was like, wait a second. I said, this just kind of like did my makeup for me. You really only need a small amount of product, but what it does is it just kind of like tints the face, gives you a little bit of bronze, kind of evens everything out, gives you like this really beautiful glow at the same time. I have been shook with how much I've used this product, love this product. So what I do when I apply this, I put this on and then I do a little bit of my concealer powder and I'm good to go. I'm not using my skin tint. I'm not even using a ton of concealer. I'm doing my under eyes and a little bit of spot concealing because I'm more acne prone, but like this is my summer product right here. This is my travel product. It's plastic. Like I'm such a fan of this. The shade that I have is Copper Rose. I did not think I was going to love that so much, but I truly can't get enough of it. So between the Colourpop and that, like I'm good to go. And then, okay, the other product that I've really been loving is the Benetint. Okay, I'm so shocked. And I said in my last Get Ready With Me, I was like, I'm gonna try the Benetint again. Like I've tried these in the past, haven't, you know, loved them so much. Tried it again and I was like, I have no idea what the heck. So this is a liquid lip and cheek stain and it's so beautiful. The shade I have is Raspberry. So it's liquidy, you know, goes on like liquid. But it dries super quickly, blends out super easily, and then it stays. Like it really does just tint your cheeks. And it's beautiful. The raspberry shade is so pretty, gives me the most gorgeous flush, and it lasts so long. Like I've also been really trying to find like my summer sweat-proof, you know, makeup routine, and man, the Benetint, I've been all over it. So again, I have the Grateful Blush, and then the Benetint. I don't think I have other like new blushes in here. So I got the Kosas powder. I put this in my last Get Ready With Me. I'm not really a huge fan. I really struggled to get product out of the packaging, and I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. Honestly, just the packaging drives me crazy. Not gonna lie to you. But especially because it's so big, I don't particularly want this in my travel makeup bag. So that's gonna stay. But what I did get was from L'Oreal. This is the Infallible Blurfection. Okay, so a lot of you recommended for me to try this when I did my recent drugstore video. So we got it, and like honestly, it kind of reminds me of the Kosas, except it's more affordable. The packaging isn't as terrible. Like, it's not my favorite packaging. That still goes to the Milani powder. But this, it's also, you know, plastic. Like, I'm going to be bringing this and my Morphe setting powder. I have a pink. Honestly, that one is pink, but I feel like it looks good all over the face, truly. So that's what I'm going to be wearing. And then for concealer, like I said, I have the Kulfi. I got this one from YSL. This is their like click pen. This was pretty. Touche Eclat. Okay, I'm gonna put it in because it's new. So we'll put it in. We have the Kulfi. I kind of want to do like maybe like the Tower 28 just because it's like a tried and true. I'm also, so I mean, obviously July is just a little bit tough for me because I'm in the middle of the move and all of those things. I don't technically start traveling until the 3rd week of July. And then I'm gone into August, but I don't know if I want to take that in my like, if you want to see what I actually pack in my travel makeup bag, the ones I'm actually traveling with, holler at me. Okay, let's move over to, this is my lip drawer. I don't have a ton of new lip products, but okay, so a couple. I got this from Colourpop. This is their Hydra Pop Glossy Lip Stain. Honestly, haven't tried it, just kind of threw it in my drawer. I wasn't able to do a PR haul this last time because there's just no way. There's moving boxes everywhere. There's just no acceptable way that I could have done a PR haul. So I was just opening boxes by myself. It was very lonely. But this is the shade A Little Dramatic. I don't know. All of the shades looked pretty vibrant. Oh gosh. Okay. That's a pretty bright pink. A glossy lip stain. I don't know about that. I'm not so much into like the super bright lips right now. Like, I want to try the formula, but there was no shades that jumped out at me, to be honest. Like, there's no shades. Honestly, I think I'm gonna skip on that. I just don't feel like I'm going to love the shade, so I'm gonna skip. I don't know. I looked at all the shades. I was like, none of these call to me. I did also get these from Milk Makeup, their new lip balms. The electrolyte lip balms. Is that the name? Balmade? I'm not really sure. Okay, let's see what this one looks like. Oh, this just looks to be a little bit more clear. Yes, let's do that. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so we're gonna try that one from Milk Makeup. Ooh, that feels like juicy. I'm sad about the Colourpop, but I don't want to grab something that I'm not going to wear. So, okay. So we have that one from Milk Makeup, and then I have the one from Valentino. This was in a recent Get Ready With Me. These are the puffer glosses. Honestly, these didn't really like jump out to me. I'm like, I'll keep trying them because they're just a little bit more clear. They are more plumping and I can feel it, but this one's just a clear gloss. The shade is 00R, whatever that means, 00R. Okay, so that will be it for the lips, and then into eyes. Okay, so I did get this new palette from Morphe and I've been really liking it. This is the Cyber Chrome. So this is just a little 6-pan palette. I do feel like this is nice and travel friendly, and we have some like taupe shades in here. I really like these two shimmers. I think they're very pretty, and then I've been using this as a liner. But this is a nice palette. I don't want to take anything super large. I might just have to go into like my singles or a quad or something like that because I don't want to take a big eyeshadow palette. I have the Patrick Ta's up here. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one Patrick Ta. This one's sitting on my desk. This is Do You Know Who I Am? So the gold trimmers. And then I also have sitting up here, because this was mentioned in my Best of Beauty, this is from YSL. This is the Cosmola Splices quad. I love these browns because I want some mattes, right? So some mattes, a shimmer. It's pretty travel friendly as well. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do for eyeshadow. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that. Okay, also in here, I got this new brow pencil from Revie Beauty. This is so nice. It's like their everyday brow pencil, and I am hooked on this one. It's just, you know, little brow pencil like so, but it's been so good. Do I have my shade on here? Light brown. That's a definite yes for me. Been loving that one. And then I also got from Kulfi their Baddie Mascara. Super excited about this. I've used it a couple times. It hasn't moved on me, which I love. This has been a really nice mascara option. Super excited to have this. So I'm definitely gonna put that in my bag. Okay, so I have the Kulif Concealer and the YSL. Honestly, I think that that will be fine. I could maybe do my Sigma, because this is kind of like that 2-in-1 for under eyes and the face. Okay, I'm gonna put the Sigma one in there. I really love that concealer duo. My code is Samantha. I think it's fabulous. We have complexion, we have concealer, we have powder. We have the bronzers are in here. Blush, we have Grateful and the Benetint. I think that's great. The only other thing, this is where my mind goes when I think about traveling, is like, should I have like a duo? Like I always think about like the Benefit duo, but I don't need it. No, because I have no, I don't need it. Bronzer, blush, we're fine, we're good. We're good. Cut it off, Samantha. Okay, great. We have the setting powder. Okay, for eyeshadow, I think I'm good. The YSL, the Morphe, the Patrick Ta. I think that's good for now. So we have easy, quick looks. There's not a lot of like super colorful in there, but honestly, unless I want to do like a single shadow that's colorful. No, I think I'll be fine. I think this will be fine. Okay, just in case, I don't want to have regrets, I'm going to put in the Agate Temptation. I know I said I wasn't super sure about traveling with palettes, but I do still want to have like a little bit of color. And again, I like the single shadows. I like the orange, and I have a lot of orange outfits picked out. So I think the oranges could help too. So just in case, I have that in there. Okay. Again, if you want to see my actual travel makeup bag, let me know. Okay, so we have the black eyeliner. Also, I have this one from Milk. This is another black liner. I just want to put it in since I'm almost done with the Kokie. This is in Outer Space. Honestly, I mostly wear black. Sometimes I do black and brown in my Shop My Stash bags, but I want to try this one from Milk, see what I think. Okay, so that's eyeliner. I do want to do the Milk Brow Gel because this is a very like quick and easy brow product for me. This one is the shade Haze, which is a little bit darker. And then I also have MJ. I think MJ is what I wore the most. I'm gonna go with MJ. Okay, so we have the Review Beauty. We have the brow gel. And then I wanna do one of the pencils. Honestly, I'm gonna do both the pencils because brows are something that really suck if you lose. So I wasn't sure if I was gonna bring these in, but I'm just gonna bring the Lawless and the Benefit pencil in just in case. I don't wanna run out of brow pencil. That would suck. Okay, so we have that. Mascara, we have the new one from Kulfi. I have a fresh one from Rare Beauty here. Like I said, I like always have the Rare Beauty mascara ready to go. So the Rare Beauty will go in there. And then I have a little travel size of this one from Lancome, and I think this will be perfect. I really do like the Lancome mascaras. I think this is, yeah, the Lashy Dole. So I'm just gonna put the little mini in. Again, came in my lash stash to go. Okay, perfect. Mascara. All right, then we're just moving over to my lip products. So I had, I put the Ofra in there. I put the Freck 03 in there. We have the Milk. So this top one is my lip drawer. Honestly, I don't really know what I want to do. We have the Milk. We have my Ofra glosses. I'm really more into like glosses and oils right now, so that's kind of what I'm preferring to reach for. I have a bunch of the Forget the Fillers from Lawless. I have the Huda. Oh, the LYS Lip Balm. Yeah, I put this in my Best of Beauty video. I really like the LYS Lip Balm. This is in Charismatic. Let's do that. And then, oh, maybe a Lawless Balm? I feel like I haven't pulled one in a minute. Okay. I just cannot decide. I'm also just like so overwhelmed with the thought of moving this. Okay, this is my Rosy Outlook from Lawless. I'm gonna see if I can like try to finish this up. Yeah. Okay, so the LYS, the Rosy Outlook. Perfect. See, now I am thinking like a lip stain. I really wish that one from Colourpop. I wonder if I have any other shade. Okay, so maybe that will be all. I just can't decide if I want like a lipstick. Oh my gosh, my Sigma lip oil. That's basically almost gone. Wow. I feel like I'm pulling the same shades. I was like, oh, my YSL Balm in 02. Like that's basically the LYS shade. Like get it together. Okay, you know what? I forgot to put this in my Best of Beauty and I was super upset with myself. The Super Boost from Makeup Forever is so pretty. This is in the shade Anywhere Caffeine. I don't know how I missed this in my Best of Beauty. I was so mad at myself. This one's beautiful. To say sorry, I'm putting that in there. I am sorry. Okay, for my lip liners, do I have Anywhere Caffeine? Yeah, so I'm gonna do the Anywhere Caffeine from Makeup Forever to match with that. I have the Freck 03. What else? I really was digging my Dana, but I used that quite a bit. The Merit doesn't really last. I do have some of my ones from Charlotte Tilbury. So I want like long wearing ones, you know? Maybe Iconic Nude. Maybe since she's newer. Yeah, I'll do the Iconic Nude. And then I think that should be good. I think I had 4 last time, but I just wear the same lip liners over and over and over and over and over again. I really do. Okay, so that'll be good for lips. Great. Okay. For fragrance, I have been loving this one from Josie Maran, again mentioned in my favorites video. This is the Golden Hour. This smells like suntan, but like in the best way. She also came out with these, which these will definitely be going with me, these body butters, and they're so easy to travel with. These are easy to travel with, they're plastic, it's great. So the Golden Hour is amber and white musk. Oh, I just think it's so nice. So definitely including that fragrance mist. And then I also just got these from Ellis Brooklyn. These are new roller balls. Okay, so this one is Milkwood. Maybe I'll put the notes on the screen because I don't have it at this moment. It doesn't say it on here, but just this little roller ball. Honestly, I tried it for the first time and I just put a little bit on my wrist, right? And it's definitely very musky, but all throughout the day, I kept getting a whiff of it and I was like, what is that? That smells nice. And I was like, oh yeah, it's this that I put on from Ellis Brooklyn. So I'm gonna try these out. You know, again, a little bit more like travel friendly as well. So I'm gonna try this out, let you know what I think. I also just got, I think it might still be in my car because I unboxed it literally in my car because that's where we're at these days. But from Phlur, I believe it's Vanilla Nectar. That I'm definitely gonna be trying. And it's plastic, it's bigger, so it's gonna be harder. I'm probably not gonna take that on my international travels, but at least for right now, I have it, it's bigger. I really want to try it out. I've been really interested in the fruity scents lately. So I think that will be a nice option. But other than that, here is my makeup bag for July, another moving makeup bag. The more that I did this, the more I really want to show you what I end up actually packing for India, Bali, and Hawaii. So stay tuned for that. I will be posting that. Thank you all so much for your support during my move. It's not easy to move. It's not easy to move when this is your home office. It's not easy to move when this is your filming studio. But I have been doing my best and I really appreciate your love and support. I'm excited to share what is next for me and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.